What if I told you that one of the world's most dramatic revolutions isn't being fought with weapons, but with words? That the most important battle in Africa right now isn't for land, but for light. This is the story you haven't been told, the story of how Ethiopia is engineering one of the most ambitious energy transformations on Earth. This isn't just about electricity, this is about rewriting destiny. To understand the magnitude of this revolution, we must first understand the weight of what came before. As recently as 2015, a staggering 90% of Ethiopia's total energy supply came from biomass, wood, dung, and crop residues. This was not just an energy source, it was an ecological and human health crisis. The World Health Organization estimates that household air pollution from this traditional method is one of the leading risk factors for disease in low-income countries. This was the anchor holding back progress, and it was heavy. The response to this challenge had to be equally monumental. Enter the Grand Ethiopia Renaissance Dam. But let's dive deeper than the headlines. This isn't just Africa's largest hydroelectric plant. It's a psychological turning point, funded largely through domestic bonds. It represents a profound shift from aid dependency to self-reliance. The 5,200 megawatts generates is enough to power millions of homes and industries. But the reality is complex. Hydropower is vulnerable to the very climate change it seeks to combat. Droughts can reduce output up to 40%, and here lies the crucial insight. One miracle, no matter how large, is not enough. The grid itself needs reinforcement, and the energy mix needs diversification. But where do you go when one miracle isn't enough? You build a stage for 100 more. This is Addis Power 2025, an international energy fair where the continent's most important energy minds gather. And what's happening here in Addis Ababa on October 16, 2025 will rewrite Africa's future. Think of this as the birthplace of partnerships, the deal room for a continental transformation. Here, the government's bold vision meets global expertise and investment. The National Electrification Program 2.0 isn't just a document on a shelf, it's a live blueprint being activated through handshakes and signed contracts. This is where the 60 million waiting for connection become 60 million future customers, a market opportunity that has the world's attention. You can see the entire symphony of solutions coming to life. Geothermal isn't just another option, it's the bedrock of energy security. While hydropower depends on rainfall, geothermal draws from the Earth's endless internal heat. Ethiopia's Rift Valley potential is estimated at 10,000 megawatts. That's nearly double the Grand Ethiopian Renaissance Dam's capacity, available 24/7, regardless of the weather. Now, let's talk about solar. Ethiopia receives about 5.2 kilowatt-hour per meter square per day of solar radiation. That's among the highest in the world. The 250 megawatt Mekelle solar farm is just the beginning. Through public-private partnerships, Ethiopia is unlocking this daily deluge of energy, perfect for decentralized mini-grids that can reach remote communities faster than traditional grid expansion. And now, the strategic masterstroke, nuclear energy. Through the agreement with Russia's Rosatom, Ethiopia isn't just buying technology, it's building intellectual capital. A single 1,200 megawatt nuclear reactor can provide baseload power more reliably than any other source for 60 to 80 years. This is about energy sovereignty for the 22nd century. Now, let's dive into the most critical challenge. Connection. The National Electrification Program 2.0 is a masterclass in pragmatic planning. It acknowledges that while the grid will reach 65% of households, the remaining 35%, often the most remote and vulnerable, need off-grid solutions. This is where policy meets people. The National Clean Cooking Roadmap isn't just about replacing stoves. It's about giving back time, health, and dignity. When a mother doesn't spend 3 hours gathering firewood, when her children don't breathe toxic smoke, when she can start a small business with reliable electricity, That's when energy becomes transformation. Now, let's zoom out to the continental scale. Ethiopia's energy surplus isn't just for domestic use, it's becoming a tool of regional diplomacy and economic integration. By exporting power, Ethiopia can earn crucial foreign currency while fostering stability. The goal is nothing less than becoming the battery of East Africa, but this vision faces real hurdles. Foreign currency shortage to import equipment, the need for grid modernization to reduce 13% transmission losses, and strengthening the financial viability of state utilities. The path forward requires not just building power plants, but building institutions. This is the new narrative being written, not in documents, but in action. From the monumental might of the Grand Ethiopian Renaissance Dam to the collaborative energy of Addis Power 2025. Ethiopia is not just building power plants, it's engineering resilience. It's creating a system where hydropower's seasonal flow is balanced by geothermal's constancy, solar's daily peak, and nuclear's unwavering baseload. The numbers tell one story: 5,200 megawatt today, 75% access by 2030, 60 million lives to transform. But the human story is deeper. It's about what happens when a nation takes its future into its own hands. It's about the courage to look at the darkness and say, no more. This is not just about energy. This is about potential being unleashed. This is about a continent rising. The current change has been switched on, and it's flowing from the heart of Ethiopia. Which energy source will transform Africa? Is it solar, geothermal, nuclear, or hydropower? Comment below and subscribe for more stories of nations defying the odds. This is Ramare Masafa from Abyssinia Business Network.